And we're live. Hopefully people come in soon. Time to post a link to the guys know we're live. What's up, guys? Salt, you aren't first, man. Nor is Zach. All right. Can someone post a link to any of the Discord servers? Post this one into a new server I'm in. All right. Well, what the frick? Slap shot. Shut. Whatever. I'll leave it. Whatever. All right. Got my throwback hawk hat going today just because why not? Why are you asking, Slapshot? Yeah, I'm doing good. Oh, you were watching the vlog. Huh. Yeah, that was the first time I ever did one, so tell me how it goes because honestly, I don't know how to do one. I'm not a fan of any of the Red Dead games. I've played them before because you were at the Scott Trade Center in St. Louis, so you live in St. Louis. Well, I don't live in St. Louis, but I live close to St. Louis. Yeah, it's not the name of the arena, but I still call it Scott Trade. Nick, are the Florida Panthers going to take over the world? I know what you're talking about. Hey, I think that's kind of funny. Yeah. I'm trying to post my link to another server I'm in. Hang on. Oh, the picture. I know. Yeah, I knew what you're talking about. Whether you actually don't know what you're talking about, what we're talking about. It's kind of funny. I will show it. But my friends and I are in a sim league. I'm and the Florida Panthers is just basically a bunch of assistant GMs taking over the server. You want me to show the picture, Salt? Let me find it. That's what he was referring about. Well, guys, I will be doing a live reaction on Tuesday, on Halloween night of the Blackhawks Canuck game. I know it's a late game, so I bet some of you guys won't be able to watch the stream, but I will be doing a live stream on Halloween, and it will be a good one if you want to catch the Hawks live stream. Okay, Josh. I'll give it some thought. I don't know yet. Maybe. Like, should I throw on this thing? Should I use this thing? Who's my favorite all time player? That would be Marian Hossa. Take care, Zach. Yes, Marian Hossa is my favorite all time player. Hossa is. That will be cool. That's awesome. Do you have the pads to do it with her? And would you go around saying, fucking right, Chicago? Hossa. I never was a fan of Kovalchuk. I'm listening. Why do you want me to search that? I don't really want to. How are you doing, Jacob? You know what I was meaning. I was kidding around with her. I was referring about the his Stanley Cup parade speech. I know you won't. Hosa or Hosa. Well, the good Hosa, of course, Marion Hosa. Not the bad Hosa. Doing good. You mean Marcel Forsberg or Forsberg? I don't like either Forsberg. Yeah, Marcel sucked. I already said it. Kane or Kane. Well, Patrick Kane, of course, not frickin' Evander Kane. He's too much of a hothead. Yeah, Slapshot, kind of watch it. There's sometimes you're going over the board. I'm okay with what Joss said. Do you have a I do not have a Marcus Kruger jersey. I was kind of upset that he did return back to Chicago, and he's been taking too many penalties, in my opinion. Who's better? I said it was Hossa. That's better. Kruger has been playing solid, but he's taking too many penalties. He's a player that needs to be on that ice for the penalty kill. He's not a player that needs to be taking all these penalties and going to the box and taking chances of us giving up a power play goal. He's been doing that too much so far this season. I think he has like 12 penalties so far. Slapshot, this was your final warning. Next time you keep it up, it's going to be a timeout, man. Corner bad boy. That's a good pickup. Birdie is here. Don't worry. What's up, Wally? The Hawks lost to the Blues. Freaking Oilers. Freaking Oilers and Blues. Yeah, but it was still only 2 games, and they played 6 out of 9. At least that's over with. That's a lot of hockey in a small amount of time. So I'm at least happy we got a point out of this weekend. They will beat Vancouver. Well, they can't be in the chat for like 5 minutes. Slap shot. Brinkett greater than Besser, Smelts greater than Horvat, Boquist greater than Hughes. Well, Boquist is a prospect. You could have said frickin' Yoki Haru. Penalty, Nick. How would you kick them out? With a press of a button, there is an option to press timeout. Penalty, Nick, team offense, number 26. Slap shot hockey, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike shot. Time to beat the Sedin sisters. Well, I'm so happy we don't have to play the frickin' Sedins. Why did that? That should not do that. Oh my god. It should. I don't know why it said Yoki Haru greater than Headman and it didn't allow it to show. I have to see what's going on there and on YouTube. I'm going to be at the Vancouver game. Can't wait to see the Hawks probably win. Hope you have a fun time at that game. It's going to be a good one. Why did I have to allow this? I have no clue. That honestly surprised me. Maybe it thought Yoki Haru was like not a word and it just completely thought it was spam. Going to put money on that, Josh? What should I do for the Halloween stream, guys? Really, Wither? I can easily time you out right now, bud. Yes, Tongue. It's going to be Blackhawks versus Canucks at 9 o'clock Central Time. There. That's how you spell it. Oh, gee. What if I go as Doug Glatt? Do Doug Glass. At this pace, he can win the Richard. I will love it. One moment. Have his jersey right over here, actually. I could do that. Kachuk. I would take probably Matthew Kachuk on. Are you surprised I have a Doug Glatt jersey? Because I got it a few years ago. I honestly can't remember, man. I have to use it for a picture tomorrow. I know where you could get a Doug Glatt jersey from, though. It won't be the same jersey because this is the Goon 1 jersey. Um, I think it's gone shows. If you go on Google and type in Doug Glatt jerseys, they're going for like $80 from Gonzo's. What's up, Flair? Thank you, Wally. And they do have a Xavier LaFlame jersey. You should dress up as Pat Foley and scream "Big Save" by Crawford every time Crow makes the Blackhawk version of Don Cherry. Because I have the suit, I could do the Blackhawk version of Don Cherry. Yeah, I just called you Wally this time. I don't care. Are you okay with that? They don't have any Ross the Boss Ray jersey. Okay, I'll do Blackhawk Don Cherry on Halloween, guys. I can't do his. I do not know how to speak like Don Cherry, but I can try and do Don. Yeah, I have to use this jersey tomorrow for picture that I'm doing. Well, that's frickin' Jim. He gets mad about everything. He's a Canuck fan, so he was part of the riots. Frickin' linesman stepped into Seabrook and barbershop. I know that ticked me off. I did get footage of it in the vlog if you saw the vlog. How to be Don Cherry. 1. Be Canadian. 2. Wear crazy suit. 3. Like fighting and hockey. Okay. Now cue the dog barking. Yes, that happens every night. Okay. Also, what was going on with Little's? In that vlog, I'm assuming? And Salt, that was not Frank, actually. I cannot remember saying that. I will have to rewatch it and see what the heck I meant. I don't recall saying that. Minnesota plays Vancouver. Are they playing right now? Oh. You know you are terrible when you lose to Detroit. Take Dallas as a example loser. Yeah, that was uh, man, that made me laugh because why couldn't we get hometown kid Johnny Moore? I don't know, it's Stan Bowman. For a second, I was really confused how the Leafs haven't scored on Smith yet, but then I realized they'll only have 4 shots. Oh, yes, Stan Bonehead. You know I don't like that guy. Yeah, Vinny's already missed. And yes, Salt, you're right. I don't like that guy either. I'm glad he hasn't played. I did even know who he was when we traded for him. I knew who he was, and I knew he wasn't a good defenseman. Since I don't look at. Wait, you're literally saying the Blackhawks will be playing the Carolina Hurricanes in a Stanley Cup final? I'm really considering buying a jersey right now, boys. Oh, I read the whole thing. What happened to the camera? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, see assault? Did anyone else see that? Your camera went static and glitched. I don't know what's going on with that, guys. I might not be doing call and salt. Welcome back, Zach. Guys, I'm really considering getting this. Okay. Intermission talk? I'm confused what intermission talk is. Zach. Oh, you were at the game yesterday and ended up being at the went to the intermission. God, I don't know why I'm so tired right now. I might have to go grab a Coke and drink on the stream. My camera is blurry. It's not on my end. It really isn't on my end. I don't know what's going on then. Yes, I know those commercials. Why are you asking? Because I do know those commercials. Take care, Walls. Let's see if Garrett's ready. Going to chicken call. Do you think we could have got Jacob Della Rose from Marco Dano from waivers? I don't think the Hawks would want Dano back, and honestly, I don't know. Dano's just turned out to be a bust. Yes, Daniel was in Chicago. We got him for the Brandon Saad trade the first time. We traded with we when we traded Brandon Saad for Artem and Nisimov. Then we got Marco Dano. I honestly don't know what you guys are talking about my camera because on my end it's actually being doing fine. I'm going to go buy Nick. Have a good night. Take care, Josh. I honestly don't know what you guys are talking about. Yesterday. Oh, Zach, that's a shame. I got it. Yeah, I honestly have no clue what's going on. Oh, that's cool. Guys, since I'm going to the Winter Classic, should I do a video on what to do to prepare to go to a Winter Classic? Because this will be my second time going, and last time I went, yeah, I wasn't even ready to go, I feel like. And maybe I can make a video if you actually go to the game. And okay, I will do that video. Mm. Okay. I don't know if I will stream like an hour and a half tonight because honestly, I'm not. What's your favorite home? Honestly, I really would have to say now and later's. That's my favorite type of candy. I'm not a fan of chocolate, so I really don't care. So I really am not into it. I'll be okay if we called up Dylan, but right now, I don't think they will. Well, I'm just not a fan of chocolate. Never have been. Oh yeah, it's definitely the quickest line on the Blackhawks. It has Alexander Fortin, Nick Schmaltz, and Luke Johnson, and all three are pretty fast players. Nice. Did he understand why you were calling him Brandon Manning? Should have called him a freaking ben. You should have called him a bender. That's a good hockey thing to say. Yeah, I like Twizzlers. Why? I know Twizzlers are candy, but it's not my favorite. Whew. Yes, chocolate is candy. Twizzlers isn't chocolate. What's up, Hockey Slow? Yeah, I saw a rough game. Yeah, that was a rough one to watch. Yeah, that one made me. That Seabrook penalty was pretty bad. Well, I think they need a boost in offense. Nick, if the Hawks lose the Vancouver, I dare you to get a Winter Classic Brandon Manning jersey. I am not getting a Brandon Manning jersey. No, I can't. I won't get a Brandon Manning jersey. No, I already have an idea on who I'm getting on my jersey. On Schmaltz demotion to the third line, are you asking? I'm okay with it because the third line actually is a solid line. They are fast, young line, and they look like they have some good chemistry. So I'm okay with that line. With them being with Fortan and um yeah, well the scoring will come to that third line. It's still a young line. The fourth line, on the other hand, if they can play some solid defensive play, then that's good. I don't know. Yeah, he has been pretty bad. I don't know why he hasn't been scratched yet, but I think the reason why it's because he is a long-time veteran of the NHL. Okay. Yeah, I knew he was scratched yesterday, but honestly, I don't know why it took so long. Then again, he is old, and sometimes the scratching could mean just a rest. And that was 6 and 9 days. I know. He did sometimes, but not a lot. How about just that was just a weird night. A lot of goalies got a point when Crawford had his assist. Ugh. Yeah, Crow is. I'm glad Crow is back, though. Yes, it's a good thing when Crow is back. On Saturday game, not so much because that game was not a good one for him. Who thought it was a good idea to get Cam Ward? Well, Burnjay's been sucking, and Mrazek hasn't been. And Mrazek's been solid, but I'm okay with Cam Ward. He's been playing solid in net. There's been a few mess ups, but honestly, he's played solid. I know his um stats don't show it, but he has been a solid goalie. I know Brandon Saad needs to shoot the puck. I know what you're talking about. The overtime. Well, I was on the post to post podcast yesterday. You guys saw that. Oh, Yoki Haru's been great defensively this entire season. Yesterday was even better. It probably was his best defensively played game. I'm not getting a Fortan jersey. I already know that. I only went with going with a Yoki Haru jersey because I know we're going to have him for a long time. Hartman, I got because I thought he was. And I honestly got that before his NHL debut. Yes, Cahoon is underrated. Oh yeah, Yoki Haru deserves a goal. He's come close to getting a goal each game. Honestly, his shot strong enough to get one pass. Afraid that you. Well, Jonathan Taze and Cahoon hasn't produced. I won't be surprised that it would happen. But honestly, I hope it doesn't. Same with Jonathan Taze. He's had a rough few games now. Well, it's the truth. Yeah, EA sucks. EA doesn't know anything because they only are too focused on their um on frickin' giving Carey Price the best rating as a goalie. Yes, Yoki Haru for Calder. I have Yoki Haru on my fantasy team. I drafted him with one of my last picks, and that's turning out pretty good for me. Didn't you know if you knew this, but Kingers? I knew he leads the league in goals. I said that yesterday in my review. No, I said that on Saturday's review because I knew he went number one in goals after scoring 2 goals in that game. Okay. Nick Schmaltz. I'm trying to see who's you're talking about. Who are you talking about? Yoki Haru should be at 80. Schmaltz should have 87 everything except shooting. He should have one in shooting. And he should have like a 50 in face off because he does kind of suck at face offs. Yeah, Dolan has been really quiet so far this season. He hasn't. I don't know what he. It's not the high in point production. Yeah, Dolan's been pretty quiet so far. He needs to get better at the dot, though. Have to admit that. Oh God, Flair, what the hell did you send? All right. Oh, yeah, I knew this. Flair. I know Yoki Haru may not have a goal, but I knew he was second in points and rookies. I don't believe so. Oh, Pedersen still is ranked at the number one spot. He's been injured. That's why I didn't know if he um is still number one in points. Yeah, I know that flare. I see. I don't know if I don't know if Keith I don't know if Q would want to split up Yoki Haru and Keith yet because they're playing really good together. I could see Boquist playing with Keith because look at Yoki Haru. He's pretty good with being on the um blue line with Duncan Keith, and you could tell he's learned a lot from Keith. Oh, you don't want to see Keith and Yoki Haru anymore together? Oh, but it's I like that how Keith and Yoki Haru has played together. They look like they have some good chemistry together. I know Yoki is the prodigy of Duncan Keith right now, and it's working out. What's up, Vegas Golden Knight coverage? It's going good. I'm honestly saying give Boquist an extra year in juniors. He hasn't been doing so well in London so far. Anything Forsling will be paired with Seabrook. Hmm. Yeah, I know he's a point per game, but I honestly want him to develop his game. know he's our top prospect, but in my opinion, I want us to really take it easy on his development. He's a young defenseman. He's only 18, but I really feel like the Hawks will want to develop his game pretty well. Unless he turns out to be like Yoki Haru, who only needed one extra year in juniors and make the team. And that's what happened with Yoki. He just got drafted and went to the for one more year in juniors and came to Chicago. I wonder what Carolina will do. They will probably have a tribute video. He played there forever. I know you're pointing out that he hasn't been bad, but I have watched London Knights games to keep an eye on Boquist, and I just want to know that he's been want to keep an eye on him to see how his development has gone. So apparently, Springfield and Illinois has a NHL or American Hockey League called the Springfield Junior Blues with Lincoln blue and gold and their logo. Interesting. Yeah, I wish that too. Yes, Bouchard is in London. Right now, it seems like there's a bunch of mods, but honestly, I don't have a lot of mods. I actually really did change up all the mods in here. There's really not, I just noticed. It just really looks like there's a bunch right now because of how many wrenches are showing up. Flare, honestly, I fixed that. Bouchard and Edmonton. Oh, well, maybe it's a possibility. Yes, he does. I believe he broke his nose. Or just scored first career goal. If the Nucks did If the Nucks did not select Quinn Hughes, who would you select? Bo or Hughes? Good question, because those were actually the two players I was wanting the Hawks to draft going into it. In my opinion, I was wanting us to draft Boquist because he was the younger defenseman, and I saw so many highlights of the kid, and I said, this kid could be a potential steal if we draft him at the eighth spot. And we ended up picking up Boquist, and I was happy. I would have been okay with Hughes, but really, I was wanting Boquist all along. Yeah, I know. That's why I really wanted him because going into the draft, he was 17. He's now 18, still young. And I feel pretty confident with the Hawks on our young blue line that they're trying to build. Take care, Flair. Yes, Dolan did say that because I remember it happen him saying it. Um, something just came up on my phone. Yeah, Dolan did say Boquist should have waited one more year and that he would go first overall the following draft. But I'm okay with not waiting. That means we probably would not be getting Boquist. Sorry, I just got a quick. Oh, Vancouver's never going to have a first overall pick. Yeah, I know. A lot of our prospects are doing pretty good this year in their respective leagues that they're in. Nicholas Badin, on the other hand, in the QMJHL, he currently is injured and approximately will miss about 2 months. Yeah, I'm a big Badin supporter. Um, Apparently, if the Hawks were going to get Max Pacioretty, it would have cost us Nick Badin, and I'm happy we did not trade him. And I could see Ian Mitchell being a player used as a potential trade piece. Hang on. Yeah, I know what you mean. I could see Jack Hughes ending up in the Rangers, honestly. It's yeah. 1 minute. Someone's DMing me something about an issue going on. I live in Vancouver, so I have to stream the games, and sometimes I have to watch other teams' broadcasts and get so mad when they mispronounce Yokiharu. I know what you mean. St. Louis was doing it does that all the time out here, and it gets so freaking annoying. Yeah, I know what you mean, Hockey Son. Oh, how does the St. Louis broadcasts call Yokiharu? They call him Jokiharo. That's how I heard it when they pronounced it a couple of weeks ago. Oh, jeez. I really don't know what's going on with the camera because on my end it's showing up good and clear. True. Well, guys, I might call it a stream in 10 minutes because I'm have to start doing something in a little bit. I'll call it stream once it hits 8 o'clock on my end. Okay? Oh, and you, Naruto and Brandon Mann experience uh, needs to end. Yes, I know what you mean. And the Gusterson has been a basically a secret weapon that the Hawks have been using, though. How about throwing Nylander since they clearly aren't going anywhere with Nylander? And I would throw in a freaking second with Ruda for Nylander. Uh, Tiz needs to shoot more. I know he's trying to feed the younger players, but he gives up opportunity. I know what you mean. I don't like his defensive side either, but he passes and it works. That's the only upside when it comes to Gusterson. Already talking about free agency. Oh my god, that's not until July. Yeah, I don't know yet on the free agency. Probably a defenseman. I don't know what defensemen are out there so far for next year because I'm not really looking at free agent market yet since it's not really an important thing to look at until closer to the end of the season. To do is re-sign Nick Schmaltz and not have to deal with the what Toronto's dealing with in William Nylander. Oh yeah, Brandon Saad could potentially be on his way out again. There's really right now no market value for Brandon Saad. Yes. DeBrinket's been a good player for us the past 2 years. He will be a RFA next season, and the Hawks would want to re-sign him because, frankly, he's probably one of the best scorers you'll see out of the Blackhawks in a long time. I think Kunitz has a no trade clause. I know it's a 1 year deal, but I think he has a no movement. Because Stan Bowman in those no movement clauses he gives out like they're a freaking loose change in a pocket. Yeah, Taser's up front of the net all five of his 6 goals. I feel like he will start going back up front of the net pretty soon here. I don't know what stopped him to doing it. I feel like he was trying to pad his assist column, but honestly, I can see Taser going back to up front of the net. It's not hard for a player to do that. He is still playing pretty fast out there. You have to admit that. Ottawa defenseman suspended. What defenseman? Oh, DeBrinket will stay on the first. Huh. How many games? Well, guys, I'm going to call a stream here. It was good. It was a good stream. Hope you take care. Um, thank you for watching the broadcast. But most of all, let's go Hawks. It's not what he did.